say? I said what I always say. I said, down, down.
Hey now, welcome. FreedomSufferer Cards video number 162. I said! And today we conclude the NHL Playoff Preview Series with part 4. Battle for the Stanley Cup. I said finally! Yeah, man. And it is between the Montreal Canadiens and the Tampa Bay Lightning. For the first time in the series, I was right on my predictions. And boy, was I right. Let us start with the Tampa Bay Lightning. Now, this series is going to be a perfect example of offense versus defense. The juggernaut Tampa Bay Lightning, some say cheaters Tampa Bay Lightning, circumventing the cap to a whole new level against the defensive, nobody gave them a chance, Montreal Canadiens. And Tampa Bay has so much offense, it is really ridiculous. The man who has not played, the man who's creating the biggest controversy at all, who has not played all season, Nikita Kucherov. He's looked like this dude. He's looked like the Hart Trophy winner. He is picking shelves, man. Look at this dude. 27 points. 27 points. Of those 27 points, you would think you'd be sniping them, right? Well, not so much. 5 of those are goals. 22 assists. I said down. Who's getting the goals, though? Who's getting the goals for the Tampa Bay Lightning? Well, 20 points. Again, this is in... How many games did they play? 18 games played. 18 games played. Braden Point, 20 points. 20 points. And 14 goals. I said down. They went 12-6 in the entire playoff so far. But they just went into 7 games with the New York Islanders. Tough series, I'm telling you. Tough series. And that Braden Point got 3 game-winning goals. And they're spreading those goals around. Man. You got Killorn. 17 points in 18 games. This man right here. 8 of those were goals, 9 were assists. You talking about sharing the puck? That's what we're talking about. What about Stammer? Isn't he usually known for more goals than assists? Well, 17 points as well. The offense is off the charts. I said 7 goals, but 10 of those 17 points are assists. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. 2 game-winning goals for that man. Like I said, 2 for him, 3 game-winning goals for Braden Point. Down! Then you got the defensive tandem of Victor Hedman and Ryan McDonagh. They are piling up minutes. I said 22 minutes and 49 seconds for McDonagh, and with Mr. Victor Hedman, 24 minutes and 42 seconds. But there's a big difference between these two. This man chipped in with 16 points, almost a point a game. Only 1 of those are goals. This man, on the other end, did not get many points at all, but he's a plus 11. Plus 11, and this dude, again, almost the exact same amount of ice time, is a minus 2. How can that be? Well, he's getting a lot of his points. He's got some power play points there. But, yeah, McDonough's just been really solid. He's not making many mistakes. He's really helping that team out. We also got Sergachev chipping in with 22 minutes and 16 seconds. That's pretty intense. He's only chipped in with 2 assists, though. So that's really not the kind of offense you're hoping for from the back end. But, hey, We'll get to Montreal's offense from the back end very shortly. They also got Palat, 9 points. He's got 9 points, contributing 4 goals and 5 assists, and 2 game-winning goals. Starting to learn what I'm talking about here. Lots of offense all around, man. You also got Cernak on defense. He's chipped in with 8 points from the back end, and he's getting around 19 minutes and 40 seconds a game. That's a lot of ice time. They're really, really spreading it out. But the one difference they have as well, they've got way more fans to play in front of. You wouldn't think so, but hey, this COVID rules. Not too many fans allowed to be in Canada games. Tampa's got this dude. Boily, Thunderbug, yeah, man. He'll be trying to get the fans into it, try to get a jump on the Habs really early in the series. And one of the people that has not done very well, but I'm expecting big things from in the series, with only 2 points. Back in his St. Louis days, he showed what he could do. Come playoff time, Mr. Pat Maroon. Yeah, he's only got 1 goal and 1 assist. But it's a Stanley Cup Finals. He's got experience. He's my pick. He's my pick for Tampa to maybe make a difference. Now, I'm not saying Tampa's going to win, because we have to touch on the Montreal Canadiens. Now, what did they do? Oh, before we go there is one more person worth note, of course. Andrei Vasilevsky, Viley, red, yeah, allure, man. 12 wins, 6 losses, but he's got a goals against average slightly under Carey Price's of 1.99. Man. Save percentage of 93.6 or .936. 93.6% of the shots on him are going to be stopped. And he has 4 shutouts. Sid. Well, for an offensive team to be having minutes shared amongst all their defensemen and having goaltending like that, that is a tough team to beat. But now, the counterpart. Mr. Carey Price. From the Montreal Canadiens, Carey Price has 1 less loss than him, 12 wins and 5 losses. They've gone 12-5 in the whole playoffs. He's played every one of the games, just like Vasilevsky. And they just won their series against... You heard it. They won their series against the Vegas Golden Knights, 4 wins to 2, which I knew was going to happen. Now everybody, almost everybody in the US I know that follows hockey said, oh, once these Canadians don't know how to play hockey, right? Like their division is garbage. Whoever comes out of the North Division is gonna get smoked, man, when they play real American teams. Down! Not true. Not true at all. Last time I checked, Vegas was one of the best teams in the entire league. So don't come to me with the North Division nonsense, alright? Because up to this point, who's come closest to beating the Montreal Canadiens? Well, team in the North as well, the Leafs. And remember that weird statistic I said, anytime the Habs and the Leafs have played each other in the playoffs, the winner of that series would go on to win the Stanley Cup. Every single time in the entire history of the game. There's never been a time where those two teams have played each other and the winner did not win the cup. Think about that for a second. This man, very reminiscent of Mr. Patrick Roy. Look at him here. Look at him here. Foily, man, yeah. Standing tall. A little bit like he would be winning a Hart Trophy if he played like this, possibly. What are his numbers? Yeah. 12-5. Goals against average of just over Vasilevsky's, 2.02. And a save percentage of just under Vasilevsky's, 0.934. So you got a goals against of 199 versus 202. That's how close it is. That's insane. and a save percentage of .936 versus .934. Almost identical numbers. Price only has 1 shutout versus Vasilevsky's 4, but Price has 1 less loss than Vasilevsky. Man, he's got the hardware, but he's missing one more thing here. He's the cream of the crop. He's missing that Stanley Cup win. What about this dude? Remember when I said Lehkonen was going to get the big goal? Remember when I said this dude, who in the regular season only had something like 13 points, and of those 13 points, nearly 50 games, he had 7 goals. In the playoffs, he's already got 3. And of those 3, 2 of them are game-winning goals. I said he was going to do it, and he did. Don't sleep on the unknowns, on the players that don't get as much ice time, because come playoff time, very often, you score a big goal, and his goal was big. Game 7, come on, man. Overtime, can you get any better than that? Not Game 7, Game 6, but that was pretty much their Game 7. He got it in OT. Yeah, but who's leading the team in points? Surprisingly, I can't find even a single base card of his. I put it away somewhere last week, thinking I was going to use it when the Habs won. But I don't know where I put it. He led the team in points at 14 points, 5 goals, 9 assists. So you see a very, very big difference as a team leader had 14 points. Meanwhile, you got Tampa Bay with, I think they had like 7 to 8 guys with more points than that. Again, we're already starting to see this little defense-offense battle here. But Toffoli got 2 game-winning goals as well. And you got this man, Nick Suzuki, having an amazing sophomore year. Second time in the playoffs in as many years. He's got 13 points. 13 points in 17 games played. Of those 13 points, 5 of them are goals. Tying with a few other guys on the team with the lead in goals. But one of the big acquisitions for this team were the 2 veterans. You got this man, though, being the standout, showing you his success in the past. Another trophy winner. Man, come on. Another Hart Trophy winner on this team. They've got a couple of them. What's he done? Mr. Everyone thought he was washed up. 9 points, 3 goals, and 6 assists, man. He only had 21 points in the regular season. Playoffs, he's almost at half that already. He's having a clutch playoff. You got Kotkaniemi started to slow down a bit, but 7 points. Of those 7 points, 5 of them are goals, including a game winner as well. We've got Shea Weber playing alongside Shira. Now, these guys are getting minutes. Shea Weber with 25.38 minutes a game. And Sherratt 25.37. Only 1 second less. Only 1 second less. That is some serious work. Shea Weber has only chipped in with 1 goal and 4 points, but the leadership he brings, the stability he brings, it's just something that you cannot underestimate. You just can't underestimate the leadership and how solid he is back there. It also brings us to Mr. Jeff Petrie, also known to chipping in some points. He's only got 5 points, and of those 5 points, they're all assists. So where else is the offense coming from the back end? Gustafsson's only got 1 goal. That's it. Edmondson has 6 points. So you've got a couple of guys getting points, but there is only 1 or 2 goals scored from the back end. in the entire roster of the Habs. So again, you're thinking, well, how could this team get so far? Because they have people like this, Paul Byron. They have people like this, Philip Deneau. These dudes, Paul Byron, for example, has 6 points, but 3 goals and 3 assists. And this dude has 2 game-winning goals as well. So yeah, you got Paul Byron, you got Lehkonen with game-winning goals, multiple. What does that tell you? Again, while everyone's worried about Suzuki and Toffoli and you got Corey Perry making people worry, looking over their shoulders, then you got those other guys like Byron, big shorthanded goals. You got guys like Lehkonen, overtime goals. Man. And Philip Deneau, the aforementioned Philip Deneau set up Lehkonen in that overtime winning goal. He has been playing amazing defensively as a forward, back-checking and shadowing and sticking to the team's top players like glue, man. He reminds me a little bit of this Habs legend right here, Guy Carbonneau. That's how he's playing. Of course, Guy chipped in with a little more offense than what Deneau is. Deneau's only got 3 assists, but again, the goals he's taken away pretty much add up to being goals for your team too. He's doing a solid job. Don't be surprised if this man gets a significant salary without the points. Just an increase in his salary. Even though the points aren't coming, you cannot understand how important it is to play defense as a forward, especially in the playoffs. Let all of you offensive-minded teams remember that. Brendan Gallagher. This is another guy who has really been underperforming point-wise, but he's only got 5 points, only got 2 goals. One of them's a game winner, though. But this is the guy. This is the guy that could make the difference in the finals. We don't know where this man is. Predominant? Not really, not this time. He's been, hasn't been playing that well, but this man needs, just like this man, needs to pick up the slack. And they will. They will in the finals, believe me. All of this said and done, you're looking at plus minus on this team. They're all low. There's no one absolutely smashing it. Like McDonough is a plus 11. You got Gustafsson at a plus 5. That's their leading plus minus. And as far as the goaltending goes, yeah, that's pretty much a wash. I don't know who's going to win this series based on goaltending. You could look at the offense, you could look at the defense, very closely contested. You got your wide open offensive flowing team versus the modern trap teams of this era. And all of that being said, there can only be one winner. There can only be one winner. The winner of the Stanley Cup Finals, in my humble opinion, will be Les Habitants. The Montreal Canadiens are going to win the Stanley Cup. That's how I feel. I really feel that way. I mean, their worst plus minus dude is Kulak. He's a minus 4. Aside from him, they're all pretty close to each other. You limit the ice time to your weak links. And the Habs don't really have too many weak links, too many guys that are costing them a game. They're rolling the lines, rolling them all. Everyone's getting ice time. Everyone trusts each other. They're playing like a team. They're playing excellent team defense. One thing we've learned in every sport is defense wins championships. Tampa, it's going to be close, but yeah, I'm filming this before Game 1. Regardless, Tampa could go out and win 9-0 in Game 1. It doesn't matter to me. The Habs are going to win. They are now 4 games away, just like Tampa is, 4 wins away from winning a Stanley Cup. Man. That's it. That's it for me. That's the end of my preview. I've laid out all of the numbers. I've told you about Lehkonen. I've told you about Byron. I've told you about Danault. Those are the dudes. Those are the dudes that are going to bring it home for the Canadiens. I hope you enjoyed this. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. I know most people will disagree, except for a couple of you Habs fans will probably be hoping that I'm right. You have absolutely everything to be happy about to this point. But it's not over, my friends. There's 4 more wins. Please give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.
You tell your brother you could bring along your nephew and niece, and everything is going great until you're bitten the crease, till you feel a sharp pain. But he's never the same. I said I'm done with this game. My body's never the same. Hey now. I said down. How can those little baby teeth sink into your flesh? Oh, now I'm bleeding underneath. There goes my high pain threshold. Ow. Now I'm in pain. My body crease will never be the same.